Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Indianapolis Bolts Relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 24. We are wrapping up the final season of Bolts Baseball. And in the last episode, we started the year. And as you can see by the record, we started the year 26-12. We did lose on opening day to a very frustrating home run, but that is what it is. Then we went on a nice little win streak. We beat Washington as we should. We beat Philadelphia. We lost to Pittsburgh, unfortunately, but Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are basically, are basically the two best teams in the division right now besides us. So they're battling with us right now. I think we can handle Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. We just got to keep playing our brand of baseball, which is winning baseball games. As far as the lineup goes, Juice is hot right now. Kyle Tucker's really hot right now. The rest of the team's playing okay. Nobody's playing horrible at this point. Volpe could be hitting a little bit better. I guess the only person that was playing horrible is Christopher Morel. We had to take him out of the lineup. He was originally the starting third baseman, but we took him out and put Kobe Mayo in there to see if maybe Morel can figure it out, because Christopher Morel, I mean, he had a rough year last year. That's why he only played in 28 games last year. And then he started out this season not great either. So Christopher Morel's magical run here in Indianapolis might be coming to an end. Now, we're probably not going to be able to make any significant moves when it gets to trade deadline time. I guess the only move we could make is trading Morel. But at this point, what kind of value does he have? He's not playing well the past 2 years, and he's not really expensive, but is anybody going to really even want him? Jackson Chourio is injured right now. What's his injury? It is a fractured wrist. That's right, I forgot about that. So Jackson Chourio is on the IL for a little bit. Steven Kwan we are going to be trading, because his money we can free off the books, but we can't trade him until June, I think is what it is. June 15th, maybe? Let me check. Nope, that's Christopher Morel. Yeah, it's June 15th. He can't be traded. So he'll be traded at the deadline. I don't know what we trade him for. Maybe another left fielder, because I would like to have another left fielder in the majors. I just don't know who's going to be the left fielder that we go for. We could go for Spencer Steer. It might not be that difficult to get. That would free up a lot more money. He's having a pretty good season. He's pretty hot right now, so that definitely would help us out. We've got A.V. Bautista, who is a youngster the Cubs must have drafted. He's not that valuable. Plus, he's a very good team control, although that doesn't really matter for us. He's got good contact, good power versus righties, good vision, discipline, clutch. His durability is really good, so he's not going to get hurt very often. He's got a little bit of pop to his bat. He could be an option for us. There's a couple different left fielding options that we could go after that aren't super expensive, so there are some options for Steven Kwan to send him away. And he never really became anything too amazing, because if you remember, the first year we brought him in, he got hurt the very first month of the year. I think it was in spring training he got hurt, and he was out for like a month. So he missed a lot of time his first year. Then last year he played a lot of games, subbing in and out with Sal Frelick, switching in and out with him. He hit 304, but he's just never been a guy that I've counted on, I guess. Sal Frelick has skyrocketed to an 89 overall, so he's definitely been a better option for us. And then, like I said, Christopher Morel's barely got over 1 bar of value, so I don't even know what kind of third base option we would even go for, because obviously I've been trying to get Royce Lewis this entire series, and it looks like it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Maybe next series, and then we'll be the show 25, we'll try to get Royce Lewis. I don't even know what else I would try to get. Somebody that's not super expensive, I would think. Maybe we go for like a Brady House, or we go for I don't even know. I don't even know really what direction we would go in. Maybe a Jordan Westberg. I could see something like that happening. We're obviously not going to get anybody like top tier, because we simply don't have the assets or the money to do that. So it'll be interesting next episode of the trade deadline, because we're going to finish up the rest of May and all of June in this episode, and then we will go and do the draft, All-Star Week, and trade deadline stuff all in the next episode, as we usually do. So buckle in. Let's get ready to start simulating some games here with the Bolts and finishing up the month of May. Okay, let's start simulating this series against the god-awful Diamondbacks. We should be able to take these games pretty easily. Hunter Brown's got a shutout going. and he does get the shutout. We lose that. Oh my God, we lost that game 12-1. What happened there? Corbin Burns had a decent game, I guess, and the bats just didn't show up, and Andrew Painter got shelled. Don't know what happened there. That's not ideal. We are just going through and scouting the top prospects in baseball because obviously we are not, those draft picks will never see the light of day because we're not going any further than this season. So it doesn't really matter who we scout and who we draft. But we are on a nice little run here, although the Rockies beat us right there. So we need to be winning these games against the bad Diamondbacks and the bad Rockies. We lost a game earlier in the month, just the last week, to the Rockies again. I don't know why the Rockies keep getting us one game against us. I mean, didn't we play them earlier in the month of April maybe? No, I thought we played them earlier. Oh, we did. No, that's Cleveland. I thought I said Colorado. I thought I saw Colorado. We also lost to the, who was another bad team we lost to? There was another team we lost. No, we swept the A's. We swept the Nationals both times. Maybe it was the Nationals I was thinking of. I can't remember exactly. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're going to play the Padres, who are not great this year. See if we can get some W's against them. There we go. That's what I'm saying. 3 straight W's against the Padres. If this was the Padres rebuild, I'd be super upset about that. But it's nice when it's the other way around. And we are, you know what? Let's just change the U so we can maximize the amount of guys we scout. And we'll change you as well because you're at 85%. We're never going to draft you anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then we'll keep moving on. Okay. Can we finish the 4-game sweep? Christopher Morel has sustained a finger injury, strained finger. But we do sweep in 4 games against the Padres, which is just fantastic for us. We are now 6 games up on the Reds. I don't know why Christopher Morel is even playing in the first place. He should have been just on the bench both situations. But it looks like they switched him back in for Kobe Mayo, who has struggled. And Christopher Morel is actually starting to play a little bit better. Okay. Well, if he's going to play better, I'll keep him in the lineup. I only took him out because he was sucking. So if he's gonna turn it around, then I'll be happy about that. And it looks like the 1, 2, 3 in our order is just unbelievable right now. The 1, 2, 3 is going crazy. I wish that Tristan Casas would heat up a little bit. Same thing with Riley Green and Adley Rutschman. Maybe Adley needs to go back down in the order. Because when he was dominating in the postseason, it was because he was like the 8-9 hitter. So maybe he needs to go down in the order a little bit. That could heat him up a little bit, hopefully. We'll find out. We'll switch him down there, and we'll keep the lineup the way that it is. And we'll keep on keeping on. And we've got a bases loaded. And I just talked about how I wanted Tristan Casas to hopefully heat up. He's got a bases loaded situation, down 4-2 in San Francisco. Actually, no, we're in Indianapolis because we're in the bottom half. So at home against San Francisco, I think I'm going to jump in this game, see if I can do any damage. All right, here we go. Luckily, it's a night game, so that backstop in center field doesn't affect where I see the ball at. And as I was loading into this game, I noticed that we have 88 home runs on the year, and that might be 89. No, it's not. Okay. I thought it might have carried a little bit farther. Unfortunately, no damage done with the bases loaded. But we have 88 home runs as a team this year, and that leads Major League Baseball, which is pretty awesome. We do lose the game against the Giants. Unfortunately, Hunter Brown takes a loss. He just never got going. 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. Just couldn't get it figured out in today's game. But that's baseball, man. Sometimes you have a bad day. Luckily, there's a ton of starts for you. All right, Painter's back up. Juice is at the plate, down by 1. We do get the win there. Good job. And Yuri Perez, Yuri might be cooking. Yuri might be cooking this year. We might have made a real good decision to bring him in. Kyle Harrison comes in, top of the 10th, tough situation. We do get a win. Look at the win streak. Look at the win streak from the boys. We've got a scouting assignment to take care of. So we will take out Chad Barger, who could be pretty good, but we'll never draft him. So we'll keep on going to you. We'll keep these guys in there and keep simulating. Roansy Contreras has the bases loaded jam to get out of. They've already scored 2 in the 7th. There's only 1 out. I might have to jump in here and try to save Roansy. All right, Roansy. Let's try to get out of the jam here. Jam. First pitch fouled off. 1 out. I could really use a double play. Or a strikeout. I'll take that as well. But a double play would really be nice. I'm going to pitch to the ground to see if he chops one into the dirt. He doesn't go after that, but Adley keeps in front of him. Thank God, Adley. That could have been dangerous. Let's go with a slider, maybe, down in the dirt. Oh, he doesn't chase that. Come on. Spencer Horwitz, what are you doing? Chase that. Circle change. That got way too high. Thank God he fouled it off. That was way higher than I wanted it to be. We'll go back to the 12-6. He doesn't chase it again. Adley's doing a good job of keeping these in front of him because those could get real dangerous if he doesn't. I don't know how he's not swinging at these, though. Mason Wynn's coming up next. The slider, he fouls that off as well. Oh, Rowanzi, you got 14 pitches. I'm going to warm up Crochet just in case, and I'm going to go back to the slider. 3-2 count, slider, chopper to Cole Young, field it, on to 2, Juice gets out of the jam. Huge double play for Rowanzi. Let's go, baby. That's massive. And we do end up getting the win, too, with Acosta's RBI single. Absolutely massive from the boys. Felix Bautista gets the save. Rowanzi gets the win, obviously. Big, big jam get out of. What? Get out of the jam. That's huge. We sweep the Padres again. We've had, what, 7 games against the Padres and 7-0? I thought they were pretty decent. They're actually sucking. They're 23-32. Now we go up against the Cubs, who are having a down year, at least so far. And Andrew Painter's got a shutout going. Love to see it. He does hold it. Good job, Andrew. We lose the next game, and we win the next one. Okay, so we take 2 of 3 against the Cubbies. And we have entered the month of June with a 41-16 record. That is good for 7-game lead over the Reds, who are next up. And speaking of, we have to play the Reds 2 of the next 3 series. So that's kind of crazy. We do play the Dodgers in between there. And the Dodgers having a really good year as well, as they always do. Are you really even surprised the Dodgers having a good year? How are the awards looking this year? So Kyle Tucker's actually really doing a good job in MVP voting. And we have all 3 of the Cy Young votes so far. And of course, Paul Skeens is there because he's got a bunch of strikeouts, because that's what happens. Although he's 8-0, I'd probably give the Cy Young to Andrew Painter right now. I mean, he's 8-2. He's got a 2.38 and a .9 whip. He just doesn't have a lot of strikeouts. He's got 77. I'd probably have him at the top of the leaderboard, but that's just me. Then we've got Kyle Tucker in the batting title. Spencer Steer's a guy that I might trade for. I don't know how easy it'll be to trade for him because we're going to be giving back Stephen Kwan, but I might go for Spencer Steer, not just because he's having such a good year, but just because I feel like he would fit really well with this team, and he's not super expensive at $3.9 million. And he's a utility guy. He can play a bunch of different positions, so it'd be nice to have him. It's just a benefit that he's also having a really, really solid year. Felix Bautista's battling for the Reliever of the Year award. Evan Phillips could take it again. Cole Young actually is fighting for the Rookie of the Year. That'd be nice. I don't think we've had a Rookie of the Year this series, have we? Maybe the first? Or the second year? I don't remember, actually, if we've ever had. I don't think we have. I don't think we've ever had a Rookie of the Year. We've come off a World Series, lost another World Series. Year number 5, I'd love to win a second World Series. Once we get to June 2nd, we'll start talking about Stephen Kwan and Spencer Steer trades. Game 1 against the Reds, we are down 8-7, and the Juice is at the plate. And you know what? In Great American, you know I got to step up with the Juice. All right, Juice at the plate. And we're both wearing black uniforms. Okay, not ideal. We're both black and red color scheme. That's not an ideal thing to have happen, but that's a chopper to first base. Double play possibilities. Juice beat the throw. He can't do it. It's a double play, and the Reds are out of the inning. That didn't go my way. I was first pitch swinging. And it looks like the Reds do get the victory against us. Unfortunately, Kyle Harrison comes in and loses the game. 2 earned runs. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. We'll see if we can bounce back with another victory. Christopher Morel sustains a fractured forearm. Didn't he do that earlier in the season? Was that not his... No, that was a different player. All right, so with Morel injured, how good was he playing? Because he was starting again, so how good... Oh, I was thinking of Jack Saturio. How good was he hitting? He was not... Okay, so he started to come back down to earth again. He was starting to get a little hot once he got switched back in, but he started to suck again. So it looks like Kobe Mayo comes back in and tries to battle for that Rookie of the Year spot. All right, Kobe, you get another shot. Riley Green started to heat up a little bit. Kyle Tucker's always hot because he's a stud. Sal Frelick's playing good, but Juice is starting to cool off a little bit. We're still winning a bunch of games, so I'm happy about that. I'd love to get some wins against these Reds. Nope, we lose the second game against the Reds. This is closing the gap. I don't like it. Take you out, and we'll put another player in your position. Can we not get swept against the Reds? Painter's got a shutout. He's always got a shutout going. He doesn't actually get the shutout, but he does. We do get the win. And now we've got Dodger games going on. We do get that one. And okay, so we're struggling in the start of June. But to be fair, we've had the Reds who are really good and the Dodgers who are really good. But we're supposed to be really good too. So I'm expecting us to win these games. Adley Rushman, we don't get the win 4-3. Oh, Jackson Churio's back, though, which is nice. And then we take the next 2 against him. Is Jackson going to start anywhere? Oh, he's actually at the DH. I didn't even see that. I think we want him to be the DH. Is Reese Hines playing good? I mean, he's hitting the ball fairly well for him. I just don't have a spot for him right now. Churio can play shortstop, and Volpe's not hitting very well. So maybe I switch. Maybe I switch that and just have Churio play shortstop for a little bit. Give Volpe some time off because I want Churio to play since he's coming back from his injury. I want him to play a little bit, so we'll give Volpe some time off, and we will have Reese Hines still continue to hit, and then Jackson Churio will get some play time. So we'll see how that works. Can we finish off the Reds here? Yeah, oh, no, we can't. I thought that said the Bolts. We lose 2 out of 4, so we split 2-2 with Cincinnati. Now we take on the bad Tigers, which we should be able to handle them pretty easily, and we do take both games. Good job. Love to see that. We are 47-22. It is now June 16th, so that is time to talk Stephen Kwan trades. Okay, so the Reds are our first look. Spencer Steer's starting to cool off a little bit, but he's still having a great season. So if we were just to do this straight up, it would be a little bit more value for obvious reasons. I would be willing to give up... I'd probably be willing to give them back Cam Collier at this point because we're not going to need him. Although it's not going to do much, is it? Not going to do much. Is there anything that I can give them that's going to do too much? I'd love to give them Andrew Monasterio just to take him off my hands. Maybe I should do that. We give them Monasterio, and maybe they want something else. Is there anybody that I have that they want? They want Hunter Green. They want Harrison. They want Mizorowski. They want Bubba Chandler. They kind of want Robert Ramirez. There's nobody down here that they want enough. So the Spencer Steer trade might be a little bit dead. What's the suggest trade? Dylan Cruz. They want to throw Dylan Cruz in the mix? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, literally, we're not going any further. We're not going any further than this season. So Dylan Cruz, if he has a chance to play, might as well give him a chance. He's an 82 overall, so he'd start more than Justin Crawford would. He'd start over him at center field. Or I guess they could move him to left field since they're trading a left fielder. And we have Drew Jones as well, so it's not like we would be lacking options at center field. I think I might do this trade. I think I might do that trade. So we're going to do that early, before the trade deadline. Make that Stephen Kwan move. We get Spencer Steer now, who's having a great year. He's a little bit cold, but we get him. We get him when he's on the bounce back. And now, do we make the decision to start Spear? Do we make the decision to start Spencer Steer in left field? I think we have to. He's having too good of a year to not have him as the starting left fielder. But he's such a versatile guy. He can play everywhere else. He can play shortstop if Churio starts to slow down a little bit. Frelick can also play other positions too. He's a big versatile guy. We got a lot of different options, which is good. I like having different options. But that's going to be the only trade I make in this video. I just wanted to get Stephen Kwan off the books. Andrew Painter's having a great year. Hunter Brown's having a great year. Paul Skeen's having a great year. Green's having a great year. Perez is doing okay. Pitching-wise, we are really in no worries. Like, we are really, really doing well in the pitching. So I like that. Just got to keep fending off the Reds. The AAA team doesn't have a valid lineup because we took out 2 of their guys. That's right. So you can play left field, Camacho, and what is this position? That's center field. So we need to find a center fielder, and this guy can play center field, so he's going to play it. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. All right, we'll put those guys in there. Beautiful. They have now a valid lineup. And Jackson Churio is at the plate. I haven't hit with Jackson Churio in a minute, so I think I might. All right, here we go. Jackson Churio trying to get this game untied. First pitch swinging like I usually do. And I fouled it off. Okay. I don't even know who Carmen Milodzinski is. I don't even know if I said that right. Maybe he's a real-life minor leaguer that I don't know about? Probably. Unfortunately, Churio sends that to center field, so we can't do much about that. It's a little unfortunate. But maybe Kobe Mayo's got a chance. He is Rookie of the Year, at least trying to be. All right, Kobe, just put something in the ground. And you got it. He does exactly what I wanted. Left field at the wall. That's going to get the tie unbroken. And it's 4-3 Bolts. Huge by the rookie. Good job, Kobe. Kobe. And now we got Reese Hines. See what Reese can do. Oh, Reese got a piece of it, but not a good enough piece. Floats it to left field. That'll be the end of the inning and the end of our time here in getting involved, but we do a good job. Very proud of the boys. Proud of Kobe Mayo. And we hold on for the victory. Good job. Hold on for that W. The only run was scored was the one that we scored when we jumped in. So Felix Bautista comes and gets the save, and we get a nice, much-needed W to keep fending off the Reds. Got to keep fending them off. Yuri Perez has got a shutout going. Feels like every time I go to a Yuri Perez game, he's got a shutout going. All right, we got 100% on basically everybody here, so we can keep changing prospects. Put you in. I'm not even looking what position they are. I'm just looking at how much scouting percentage we have on them. We will also take you out, and we'll keep scouting. All right, we've got Tristan Casas with a home run, a double, and a single. He's looking for the cycle. I'm not going to be able to hit in the cycle. A head contusion for Kyle Harrison. That's not good. That's not good at all. Luis Castillo also got a bruised arm in Double-A. Not the good Luis Castillo is not on our team. A 1 to 2 week injury for an MCL sprain. A couple injuries on that same day. Wow, we are beating the Cardinals 9-0. And Juice has also got a chance for a cycle, but I'm not going to be able to hit a triple. We just know that. Castillo's back healthy. That's good. Hunter Brown's got a shutout going. Jordan Walker at the plates. They don't get anything going, and we lose that final game against the Cardinals, but we are 52-23. The Reds have kind of slipped up a little bit, so we're 7.5 games up. How's Spencer Steer doing? How is Spencer Steer doing? So he's still cold, but he's still hitting fairly well. And Churio's starting to get hot. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Churio's getting hot. That's exactly what I wanted. He's hitting 425 since he came back. Okay, Jackson, I see you out here. That's huge. The whole team is hitting fairly well. Like, I can't be disappointed with anybody in this lineup. And then pitching-wise, everybody's pitching. This might be one of our best pitching lineups, pitching rotations we've had. I mean, Paul Skeens is 10-0. Painter's 10-2, and he's Cy Young voting, but so is Paul Skeens because he's got a bunch of strikeouts. He's already got 124. Like, he's going to win the Cy Young for the third straight year. That's just how it goes. Kyle Tucker's in the lead for the MVP. We've got Painter and Skeens now, but Alek Manoah's having a great year. That's kind of weird. He's 30 years old. He's having this good of a year. He's having a really good year. Okay. We got to be on the lookout for Alek Manoah in Philadelphia. But Ke'Bryan Hayes trying to take away the batting title right now. We still got a lot of baseball left to be played. Rookie of the Year, Kobe Mann was falling out of it. That's a little disappointing. It's a little disappointing, Kobe. He's still playing pretty well. He's just not playing good enough to win Rookie of the Year, at least. But like I said, there's still a lot of baseball to be played. We've got about a week and a half of baseball in this episode before we get to the end of it. We got a series against the Yankees, who are not amazing this season. Reese Hines got 2 home runs. Oh my God, we are beating them 17-0. We scored 6 in the bottom of the first. Let's go. That's huge. You know what? I'm going to jump in. This is a crazy game. I want to jump in. Reese Hines, 2 home runs in the game, looking for his third. I don't always get the third when we jump into these type of scenarios, but I just wanted to jump in mainly because we're winning 17-0, and I wanted to see what that looked like. So, huge simulation W for the boys here in the Electric Fieldhouse, and I was not able to get the third home run. Late on the timing, and unfortunately Reese couldn't get you your third one, but we still are going to be able to get the win, yeah, pretty easily. Did we even shut him out? We did. 17-0 shutout win for Hunter Green. Well, he doesn't get the shutout, but he does get 6 innings, 7 strikeouts. We get an easy W. Hunter Green tore his finger. Oh, no wonder he only got 6 innings, because he tore his finger ligament. Wow. Just as I was talking about how our pitching rotation is the best we've ever had, The very next time we go into it, he gets an injury. And we also lost Kyle Harrison to the head contusion. He should be back pretty soon, though. Yeah, he's only got 9 days left. So he's going to come in. That's a huge injury for Hunter Green. He's having such a good year. One of his better years as a professional. That's a really rough one. He should be back for the playoffs, but that is still a rough injury. So it looks like Mizorowski's going to have to take the mantle, although Hunter Green might be back. If I get to the right thing. Hunter Green might be back by the time the next, or not Hunter Green, Kyle Harrison might be back by the next time his matchup is called. So, although Mizorowski might get a start here, we'll see what happens. So we've got scouting assignment dates: Hunter Brown, Painter, then Mizorowski. So Mizorowski pitches the first game or the second game of the Cardinals series. That's a rough injury. A torn finger ligament for Hunter Green. That's tough. Churio's got a 14-game hitting streak. We are getting beaten 6-1. So the Yankees did not like the fact that we put up 17 runs on them. They come back with a 6-1 victory. Kyle Tucker's got a 10-game hitting streak. We lose that game as well. And here is Jacob Mizorowski's first start. Devin Williams breaks his hand. What is happening with these injuries? We're suffering some major injuries now. We've got 3 guys, 2 important guys, and then Chris Morel, on the 60-day injured list. A broken hand from Devin. How do you even break your hand as a closing pitcher? Oh, my God. That is not the ideal thing to have happen, is it? Our bullpen looks very thin now. I mean, we'll get Kyle Harrison back, so that'll switch Mizorowski back to the bullpen, and Harrison will start. Unless Mizorowski shows that he needs to start. I don't know. But losing Devin Williams for a month, 2 months is not going to be ideal, is it? Rhys Hines has got runners on first and second. We are down in the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, and we get the win 8-7. Good job, Rhys. Another injury. My God, it's the AA, but still. Juice is a home run away from the cycle. I'm not going to be able to do it. I might be able to, but I didn't trust myself. We do take another game against the Cubs, who are not very good, so we should be beating them. And now we've entered July. We lose that game against the Cubs. What a wild month of June. A lot of injuries. A lot of big-time injuries. Kyle Harrison comes back after this scouting assignment day. We can take you out. We can put in this dude, and we'll take this guy out. It doesn't even look that good. And we'll put you in, and I'll keep you in. Why not? Finish the series against the Cubs. Churio, oh my God. Jackson Churio is having a killer year. We've got the trading block. Probably not going to make any trades on the trading block. If I'm going to trade somebody, I'll make my own trade. So they have put Kyle Harrison in the lineup over Jacob Mizorowski. But Jacob Mizorowski's 2-1. He's kind of getting hit pretty hard. It might be a smarter idea to have Kyle Harrison in there. Painter's starting to get cold a little bit. It might be smarter to have Harrison in there. So we'll keep Harrison in. The injured list, though, is kind of killing us right now. We've still got about 2 months for both of these guys. Pretty darn tough. Pretty darn tough. The only other trade would be Christopher Morel, but now we have to wait until he gets back healthy. Is he going to be back? He's got 28 days. He might not even be back for the deadline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There's 26 days left in the month. I guess I could have done that with the math. There's 26 days, and then the trade deadline's on the 30th. So he's going to be like 1 day away. So Christopher Morel, he got injured at the right time and for the right length of time because he is not going to be back. He's going to be like 1 day short of the deadline. So we will not be able to trade Christopher Morel in this episode or this series. He stays on the team, you lucky dog. He knows that he was going to get traded, so he's going to stay on the team. How is Spencer Steer doing? He's starting to get hot again. Yes, Spencer. So I'm talking about, baby. Killing it. Juice is hitting pretty well, although he started to cool off a little bit. Kyle Tucker's having another fantastic year. I'm really glad we paid Kyle Tucker because he is worth all of that money. Costas is starting to hit good. Riley Green's starting to hit good. I mean, Jackson Churio is hitting amazingly since he came back from injury. Kobe Mayo's cooling off a little bit. We could put Volpe in there. I wish I could put Sal Frelick at shortstop. I guess I could play Juice at shortstop and then have Frelick play second. That wouldn't make any sense. I'd have to have Juice at third and then have Frelick play second. Because Kobe is not really playing that amazing. You know what? I might do that. Let's switch Juice to third and then have Frelick come back in because he's super hot right now. So we'll have him play second. We'll have Juice play third, which is the first time Juice played anything other than second in his entire career. And we'll see how that goes. Rushman's starting to get hot. Okay, I like that a lot. Let's keep going a little bit. We'll finish the series against the Tampa Bay Rays, and then we'll end the episode. Santos, we lose that game. Felix Bautista, we lose that game, and we win that game. Okay, so a little bit of a rough end to the episode. But we also had a rough end of the episode with the injury bug. We got hit pretty darn hard. Hunter Green's going to be back in the next episode. Maybe. Depending on how far we go. Devin Williams will be back. They'll both be back for the playoffs, which is nice. I just wish they wouldn't have gotten injured in the first place. And then Christopher Morel, you're gonna save yourself, man. You got injured just long enough to survive the deadline because we're not gonna be able to trade you. He'll be back. I think he'll be back this day, like the very first day after the trade deadline. So it's annoying, but that's how it is. So we're gonna have to keep him on the team. He might not even make the playoff roster. I'm not even 100% sure. But that is going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. In the next episode, we will do the draft, the All-Star break, and the trade deadline, as we usually do, all three in one episode. And then the episode after that will be the end of the season. And then the after that will be the playoffs. And the episode after that will be nothing because the series will be over. So it's coming to a close very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this, though. If you did, leave it a like. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.